Hello and welcome to Arena UK here in Grantham in Lincolnshire. We're going to bring you some amazing competition, great variety, the high jump competition with the puissants, the under-21s, the young riders, and the massive prize money of the Arena UK Major Grand Prix. And we have got an absolutely stellar field for you. Coming up today, three fantastic competitions: the puissants over the big wall, the high jump competition, the young riders, the under-21s with the Equibox Young Riders Grand Prix, and the big one, the Arena UK Major Grand Prix.
So it is the Andrews Bowen puissants. The wall is very big already, and we are in round number 2. The thrills and spills of the puissants, but 4 going through, standing at 1.80 m. Alex Barr with Discovery, Joe Whittaker, Philippa Curry and Richard Howley. Those are the 4 that are certainly through to round number 3 of the Andrews Bowen puissants. Now this horse, Michael, went really well in the Hickstead Derby, and Derby horses do jump puissance walls.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact,
would you believe it?
Commentator's curse.
Yeah.
It never hurts to put a horse in a puissance, especially if he's not going too well. He needs a bit of confidence. Some people, when they do that, they then retire it before it gets really big if they're looking for the Grand Prix. But a puissance never does a horse too much harm.
Chloe Aston, Chateau de Briand Quainton from the Quainton stud, 17 years of age and is jumping all over the world. Now what can she do? Because this horse jumps big because it... Oh, I've done it again, Michael. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I think she was a little bit close there. We'll probably see from a side angle. Yeah, too close. Didn't give him time to get in the air. But she's a great jockey, and I'm sure the more puissances she do, the more experience she'll get.
Catherine Ford, Tiamo the second. So still only the 4 going through to round number 3 at the moment. Only the triple bar and the wall left in. I say only. The triple bar takes some jumping, as we've seen in so many occasions, and they are having it down now, Michael.
They don't seem to be backing off the wall, the horses, as much as they normally do, whether it's the colour. Big puissance walls used to be red.
And no brush in front either.
No, and a little bit close again. The riders, I think, are pressing to the wall, and without the brush, they're not backing off.
Now, he knows how it is to win puissance. This man, Robert Whittaker, and Mandy Hall's Waterstone the second.
Well, Robert's a puissance expert, so he should have it absolutely in the perfect spot.
Yes. Yeah. And I suppose, Michael, you've got to know your horses as to where to get to the wall, haven't you?
Yeah, but Robert's a little bit further off there. The horse backs off and jumps it absolutely clean as a whistle.
And gets the power from the hocks behind. Peter Murphy, Renkum off centre, another puissance specialist. Horse owned by Catherine Witt, and has been a very, very good horse for Peter.
Ooh, that's not good. But Peter's very experienced, sits quiet. Absolutely fantastic jump.
Youngest ever winner, Michael, of the Cock of the North at the Great Yorkshire, Peter is, and where they have the famous doubler walls, the big red walls right in front of the grandstand, so he knows what it's all about.
Yeah, those doubler walls at 6 foot. Look at that. Superb behind, just flicks his legs.
And interesting to see that nearly took the boulders out in the middle coming down, and that wouldn't have been very good. Now Guy Williams, Richie Rich III. This horse can jump massive 6 bars and massive puissance on its day.
Yeah, he's got plenty of scope. Yeah, very interesting to see the older riders having the horses a little bit further off, because as you said before, there's no brush, where some puissances have a big green brush which backs the horses off. But the younger riders were getting too deep, where the more experienced ones are getting an absolutely perfect shot.
So the experience tells, and those are the riders going through to round number 3. The wall now going up to 1.95 m. There are 7 of those, but look at the final line. Robert Whittaker, Peter Murphy and Guy Williams. So Alex Barr, first to come down to the wall at 1.95 m.
It always amazes me, Nick, how when a puissance is on, the actual stadium and the crowd are absolutely deathly quiet.
They love it, don't they? And it's packed here tonight.
Oh!
That was unlucky.
Cleared in front and just bashed it out behind.
What I like about the modern day puissance wall is it's very light material, so it does crumble very easily. No.
He just didn't flick his backside away. Unlucky.
Very unlucky. Joe Whittaker, Tarlita.
Well, Joe's got the family behind him with all their experience. So I should think he's been given a tip of where to take off.
So 2 gone, 2 go out. And it is very big money, this. The Arena UK Puissance in front of a packed house here tonight. 1m95. Let's hope we can get to round number 4. Now Philip Akari and Shaka.
This is all good experience for these younger riders.
Oh, got too close, Michael.
Yeah, nearly every young rider has just pressed them to the bottom, thinking they need to get that extra bit of power. And he slightly moved to the right to try and get an extra bit of room and just touched it out in front.
So they're all out at the moment. Richard Howley, rock him.
The concept is that people think that you have to get really close to a puissance wall, but it's actually impossible to jump if you're too close.
What height did you jump the bareback puissance on at Olympia, Michael?
7 foot.
Oh! Another one.
Yeah.
7 foot?
7 foot 1.
7 foot 1 without a saddle.
Yeah, that's 7 foot 4 down.
That's the bareback puissance record.
Gold Eker jumped it 7 foot 4. He won the class.
Oh, did he?
Bareback. Gert Wolfgang. Right, now Robert should be in the power seats here.
Yeah, there's only 3 left to go. Robert, Peter Murphy.
No clear so far,
No
Nick.
clear so far. And Guy Williams.
Ooh, running in.
Oh, good shot. He knows his horses and he knows how to jump the wall. The great Finbar that won, 11 puissances on the bounce, including Madrid, Dublin, the Horse of the Year show, British Open, Olympia.
Magnificent record that was for Robert and Finbar. Good technique. Robert didn't press too hard. In other words, push the horse too deep to the bottom. He give him time to come up in front. And I should think Peter will do the same. This horse has got an extraordinarily good back end. Come on,
Nice
Pete.
and steady. Nice and steady. Good shot. Yeah. Good shot.
You can see that they're not ramming the horses to the bottom of the fence and just giving them time to come up in front and then use their back ends.
So the 2 favourites are through to round number 4.
Look at that. Magnificent.
Crowd love it, don't they? Hospitality full, the grandstand's full. Guy Williams.
A Guy's only problem will be that he's a bit jerky going in. It's nice if they're nice and balanced all the way down, but he can shoot sometimes.
Ooh, he's too close.
And that's what happened there. Yeah, Guy didn't want that. You could see Richie Rich shooting forward and too much pace. Didn't give him time to come off the ground and jump this big wall. Look, ooh.
All wrong there, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So only 2 going through, Michael, and we're going up to 2 meters 5. Robert Whittaker and Peter Murphy. Now, after this round, they can decide to divide the prize money, but they've got to come down to that wall and they've got to jump it. Here goes Robert.
They're both keen on the money, that's for certain. Now, you saw Guy Williams' horse shoot. Roberts is more
Go on,
controlled.
Rob. Go on, Rob. Yes.
Yeah, great round. More balance coming into the big wall there and allow Robert to get the shot he wanted. Time for the horse to get in the air and jump it. Absolutely fantastic.
Nice and steady, wasn't it? Very controlled, very collected.
Yeah.
And then just pushed and squeezed.
Yeah, superb technique.
Lovely shot. Well done, Robert. Now, 1 more to go. Peter Murphy. Renkham off centre.
If you notice after the triple bar, they always slow the horses down. You have to bit of pace to go to the triple bar, and then they slow the horse down, get a nice controlled
Go on.
canter.
Yes.
Ah, yeah, super.
They're looking good. They're into round number 5.
I wonder if they'll go again.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? So, Peter Murphy, Renkham off centre, and Robert Whittaker, Waterstone the second, going through. Well, they have decided. Yeah, we have just heard that they've decided to divide. They can do that because of the interest of the horse And so there are the joint winners, Peter Murphy and Renkamov Centre, and Robert Whittaker and Waterstone the second. Very well deserved, and as always, a real crowd pleaser.
Well, Pete, two fantastic horses and a big wall at that point, 6'9".
Yeah, it was pretty big, but I thought both horses jumped it really well. I watched Rob's before I went in, made a real good job of it, and then, mine did as well, to be honest. I think even if we'd have gone again, they'd have probably both jumped it.
Waterstone is really useful, he can do a speed, he can do a Prix, do a 6-bar, is a real good horse to have.
We talked about earlier Sister Louise having produced that one through, and fantastic for you.
That's what Jeff thought, but actually I always rode him all the time. She borrowed him off me a few times. Scott Brash actually produced the horse from a 7-year-old up to a 7-year-old, and then we bought him, Mandy Hall bought him for me. So he's been a good horse for me.
Congratulations to Robert Whittaker and Peter Murphy hitting the heights in the Puissance. Join us for more action from the Equibox Young Riders Grand Prix. That comes up after the break. Welcome back to Prix UK. We get set for the Equibox Young Riders Grand Prix. The under-21s, the stars of the future, all here, so let's join the action.
Yes, thanks, Steve. Yes, it is the Equibox Young Riders Grand Prix. And as Steve said, they are the stars of the future. Got a very good record in Young Riders, and at the moment, it is Jesse Dimmock that's leading the way, Capello the second. Three clears, and they are Jesse Dimmock, Jessica Crosby and Rebecca Marsh, but the fastest of those, 32.21. Now, Abby Newbury, Valentino the seventh. She jumped 5 clears, Michael, in the European Young Riders Championship, where we got bronze. So a tremendous talent for the future for British show jumping. Tony Newbury, Fiona Dunning.
Fully agree with you there, Nick. And this jump off is pretty straightforward, and the only time that I can see can be really saved is from this fence to the last fence, where somebody's brave enough to go on 5.
So 32.21. It's going to be very close. Has she done it? Yep, she's going into the lead. Well done, Abby.
The real risk will be if somebody can go on 5 from the last but one fence to the Oxer. But Abby did a fantastic round, very smooth, and only slightly behind fastest time so far of 30.84. So the time can be
31.52 actually, 31.52.
No, 30.84.
30.84 with the faults, but the fastest clear, 31.52. Now Abby Squires, Vilkerby. Now this will be a very quick combination across the
She's come inside
fences.
to the wall. That's got to be quicker. That was magnificent. I hadn't seen that turn, but she executed it brilliantly.
She's certainly up on the clock now, because
Well up. Will she go on 5 to the last?
5 strides. Let's have a count. There's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, she's gone on
No,
6,
she's 6.
but it's quicker because it was that turn into that upright.
Fastest time so far, Nick.
30.82.
That will take some beating, and she did that from the first to the second fence inside that double to the wall. That was magnificent.
See all the young riders in the in gate there. Now Mark Turnbull, Ashton Dollar-Pierre.
Now that should have gone back to the collecting ring.
It's a big jumper, isn't it?
Yep. Tight turn to this double. 1 stride in between. He's had that down.
So it's all over now, because they've got to jump clear in under 30.82. Abby Squires. There's a long way to go though in the Equibox Young Riders Grand Prix.
Ooh, just had the last down as well.
Yes, at 8:33.15 there.
Just lost his rhythm a bit, but the horse jumped well. Now the next one has already started practicing the turn into the wall as she came in the ring. So will she execute it?
Kerry Brennan and Leanne Smith's Wellington M.
Yep. She's inside, and she's cleared it. She's got to be in contention, but she's got to keep going.
Got the double out the way.
Good stride to the vertical.
inside. Nice tight turn there.
Go.
Went down on 5, I think, Michael.
I think she did the 6, there's a little one at the end,
She-
Nick. Yeah. I think 5 might be just too long.
29.71. So it goes quicker and they break the 30-second barrier, and that's the first combination to do that. There's the leaderboard. Kerry Brennan leading the way, Wellington M, on a very fast time of 29.71.
That will take some beatings because that was excellently executed.
Alison Barton. Family steeped in show jumping tradition and history and results.
Well, her dad still rides competitively and he's still very fast, especially in the veterans class.
Richard was always fast against the clock. So
But this is a big horse. He's not as nimble as the other one, so I think she'll struggle, although she's doing a very good round.
yeah, but covers the ground, Michael.
And big stride. Yeah, you're right, Nick.
Not going to do the time.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she went on the 5.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And that paid.
Yeah. But at least she went on it. Like you say, the bigger striding horse, but still didn't make that back bar. Here she goes. The 5 strides is a long way off. Oh,
No chance, did they?
No, it is a long way on the 5 strides.
Jake Saywell. Cornelius, 27.
Another family
Another family.
of the next generation coming up show jumping.
Andrew and Emma.
He's quite tight on the turns, but doesn't seem to be moving across the ground.
Not covering as quickly. Need to be here in about 20. And nope. Ah, it's gone as well. It's gone as well.
He'll go on the 6 to the last, I think. 6 strides. Yeah. It's a lot easier to jump on 6, but I think you've got to win the class. You've got to take every chance possible because that 29 seconds is going to be hard to beat.
Clear rounds win prizes, don't they?
That's right.
And this is where they had it.
Yeah, just in front, just flicked it out. Wasn't really Jake's fault there.
Quick combination joining us now. Jessie Dre with the Bala Bay horse Balafina. Lynn Humphries is Balafina. Inside, now Jessie knows what it's like to win young riders and International Grand Prix, Senior International Grand Prix, and she's only 20 years of age.
Yeah, she had an accident earlier this year, which meant she had to rest and wasn't riding, but she's come back.
This is good, Michael.
As good as ever.
This is good.
Well, she going to 5.
This
One,
is very
2,
good.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no.
They're in the lead, surely. Yes, they are. Look at the time. Over a second quicker.
Well, that just proves me wrong that you don't have to go 5 to go into the lead, and that was magnificent.
So new time to beat. Jessie Dre leading the way with Balafina, 28.6. Theo Simpson, for a smile. Can they put a smile on his face today?
It's nice to see so many of these young riders turning so sharp and doing such good rounds. It's really hopeful for our future because we've got to think about 2016 and 2020 for the Olympic Games, and hopefully these riders will go on to win Grand Prix, Nick.
It's all down to training.
Yeah.
It's all down to the UK Sport World Class Performance Training. I'm absolutely convinced of that.
I agree, and also the fact that a lot of these riders their parents have ridden, so they've got that experience. But this is a good round. No. Commentators curse again.
Went for a little paddle in the middle of the oxer. So the last goes down. Bad luck, Theo. But a nice shot to this wall, and that's a very gappy wall, isn't it? They don't, and they're heading towards the collecting ring as well. So that's down as well. Now Chloe Aston, Calibri Classic.
Now she's very fast.
Children on Horses gold medalist, young rider bronze medalist.
Oh.
And the wall again.
Yeah.
So still Jessie Dre leading the way with Balafina.
With the amount of clears, I don't think she'll be speeding now.
No, she won't.
If she'd have been clear up to this point, I would think she'd be going a lot faster. Just giving him a school maybe for the next class, maybe the Grand Prix.
And the great thing is, Michael, she, I think, I'm right in saying, is going to be given a wild card to compete in the international classes at the Horse of the Year show.
Oh, that's tremendous.
And that's great news.
Fantastic experience for her.
Yeah. Well done, Chloe. See old Malcolm Parra there.
Yeah.
Not old, but see Malcolm Parra, he's looking on with great interest. It certainly is.
I think he was talking to Nikki Kane, Michael Kane's daughter.
Abby Birchmore Eames.
Another good rider.
Another very good rider.
she's going rounds. So she's got to go faster across the ground to be in contention to win the class. These fences are probably 3 or 4 inches lower and a little bit narrower than the Grand Prix tracks, which makes all the difference, but it shows that these young riders are jumping substantial heights, which is good to see. Yeah, lovely round.
Yeah,
but
good
a lot
round.
slower.
31.91.
She's pleased with that.
Yep.
Some of these horses may be a lot younger, some might be experienced and some might be quite young as well, so that's the experienced horses will obviously be able to go a lot faster than the younger ones.
Emily Ward, Nick Ward, Michael Whitaker's Witch. Nick Ward, a tremendous owner for Michael over the years, and this young lady had a very good Scope Festival.
She's in contention
and
here,
she is
Nick.
in contention. She's had a fantastic season. The last to go.
She's not in for experience, she's in out to win.
Trying to beat Jessie Dre's time of 28.6. Is she going to win the Equibox Young Riders? Comes round there and skips across the ground, Michael. Skips.
At the angle.
Oh. It's close. It's going to be very close.
Yep, gone.
Oh, just outside.
Great round though.
Very good round. So Jessie Dre wins it, and Emily's second, and Kerry Brennan is third.
Girls showing the boys the way in this class, Nick.
Very much so. So there's the table. Yes, it is a win in the Equibox Young Riders Grand Prix. Well done to Jessie Dre with Lynn Humphries Balafina. Emily Ward in second with Michael Whitaker's Witch, and Kerry Brennan and Leanne Smith's Wellington in third.
Well, Jessie, congratulations. Young Riders Grand Prix champion and a fantastic horse as well.
She's amazing. She won the same class last year, so there was a bit of pressure on because I wanted her to do well again this year to regain her title, and she was great.
Back-to-back wins. Are in UK a lucky venue?
Yeah, I think it is actually. All my horses have jumped well all week. I missed out on the wild card earlier in the week, which was kind of, well, it was awful. But no, I'm delighted with Balafina.
The Young Riders a little bit of a compensation.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was delighted. She was wicked.
Now, you've had a little bit of a difficult year, haven't you, to say the least?
I've had an accident in February and I broke my shoulder in 4 places and pulled the tendon off. So I haven't been riding again that long. The last couple of months I've been back really, and yeah, my horses have all been great. They've sort of waited for me and now I'm back. They're all being perfect, so I'm really pleased with them.
Well, you've come back in flying form. Well done, Jess.
Thank you.
Congratulations to our young riders. Fantastic finale for the under-21s, but we're building up to the Arena UK Major Grand Prix. £15,000 to the winner. It's the biggest Grand Prix nationally here in Great Britain. Loads of action to come. Join us after the break. Welcome back to Arena UK here in Grantham. We're building up to the Arena UK Major Grand Prix. £15,000 going to the winner, a 2-round competition won last year by the United States' Laura Kraut.
This is good. This is very good. Look at that 33.13, Laura Kraut. That is going to take some beating. Laura Kraut yet again wins a major Grand Prix in Great Britain, Cincinnati, Lucia.
This is our 8th Grand Prix now, and it's great that it's on the map, and you know it's part of the calendar, and all the guys like to ride here, and we've had lots of really positive feedback this week, so it's good. That's really gratifying.
Scott Brash joins me, Olympic gold medalist, I'm delighted to say, for Great Britain. Scott, has life changed much?
Yeah, it's great, but I mean, life does go on. I've done a lot of shows since the Olympics, Germany and Calgary and whatever, and now I'm here. So, yeah, you don't stand still. You've got to. Life goes on.
Well, you need to keep putting the money in the bank. £15,000 to the winner here. What have you got?
Yeah, I have Bonamy. It's fantastic prize money especially for a national show. So it's great to come here, and yeah, Bonamy, I think he's a good indoor horse, and I've brought him here for this class in mind. So fingers crossed.
It's the biggest money on the national circuit that we've ever had. It's bigger than the Horse of the Year Show Grand Prix, and I think the Olympia Grand Prix is only 15,000 as well. So it's the biggest.